Believe it or not, I once had a full head of black hair. A decade of practicing law changed that. But who needs hair when you've got wisdom, right? Also, I don't have to waste time checking my hair in the mirror before recording in my podcast studio. Welcome to today's episode. I'm your host, Greg Czubernat, the bold personal injury attorney from Hinsdale, Illinois. Curious to see my hairy past? Stick around, I will show you a photo soon. Now, let's get down to business. Many people have their own theories about meeting a personal injury attorney. Maybe you're picturing a stiff office and me in a three-piece suit straight out of a courtroom drama. Well, think again. No old-fashioned wigs here. This isn't TV, it's real life, and it's a lot more complex and interesting. Ready to peek behind the curtain? Let's roll. I am Greg Czubernat, your friendly neighborhood personal injury attorney in Hinsdale, Illinois. I'm here to help you navigate the legal maze after accidents and fight for the compensation you deserve. If you've been hurt and need someone in your corner, reach out at czubernatlaw.com. Before we dive into what it's really like to meet a personal injury lawyer, let's set the stage. Today's episode isn't about outlining every step or drowning you in legal terms. We're pulling back the curtain on the crucial but often overlooked aspects of working with a personal injury lawyer. And don't worry, once we decide to move forward together, you will get a clear, detailed roadmap of the legal journey ahead. But for now, let's focus on the foundation of our partnership: trust, strategy, and collaboration. Before we set up our first meeting, there's one crucial thing I need to check. Something that could throw a wrench in the entire process. Most people don't realize I need to run a quick conflict check. I need names, who's involved, who's on the police report. You would be surprised how many people hesitate when I ask. But here's the deal. It's about avoiding complications before we start. Imagine walking into a consultation only to find out I am already representing the other driver. Awkward, right? Or what if the opposing party is a family member? Mixing family with business isn't ideal. So we've cleared the conflict check. Awesome. Now, picture this. You've had a serious car crash. Your car looks like abstract art, except it's heading to the scrapyard and not a museum. After the chaos, you're sitting down with me. And honestly, it's like a first date. But instead of wine and fancy appetizers, we're digging through accident reports and medical records. But remember, this is just the first date. No commitments, no pressure. We're just seeing if we're a good fit. So relax, we're not getting married today. Now that we're getting to know each other, let's tackle a big hurdle: trust. It's the foundation of our attorney-client relationship. You wouldn't build a house without a solid base, right? Same goes for your case. Let's get real. One of the biggest issues in the first consultation is clients holding back. I know sharing personal details with someone you've just met can feel awkward, like oversharing at a family gathering. But here's the thing. If you don't trust me enough to share the basic info, how can we tackle the big stuff? Claiming loss of companionship? I will need to ask about your relationship. Lost wages? I will need to see your tax returns. Concerned about privacy? Well, buckle up, because your medical history will be scrutinized. Here's what I wish every client knew from the start. Don't hold back the details. You might think something isn't important, but let me be the judge of that. Behind the scenes, I've got a mental checklist to get you the best possible result. Trust me, every piece matters. While we're talking, I am connecting the dots, figuring out who's at fault, where's the evidence, and how we can outsmart the opposing counsel and the insurance company. Remember, we're a team. Your honesty and cooperation are vital. Let's talk about how we meet, because it matters. Believe it or not, that first meeting could set the tone for your entire case. It's like a preview of how you will come across to a jury. I prefer meeting face to face. Why? Because how you present yourself matters. It's not just about the facts, it's about how your story connects emotionally. Your body language, how you speak, and how you explain what happened all leave an impression. Think of me as your guide, not a casting director. My focus is on making sure your story resonates with a jury, a judge, or a claim adjuster. No acting, no scripts, just keeping it real and compelling. Whether we meet in person, over Zoom, or in your living room, I'm always thinking how to make your story hit home with the people who will ultimately decide your case. Think of me as your personal Sherlock Holmes, minus the hat and pipe. I'm out there chasing down the witness statements, getting police reports, pulling traffic footage, solving your legal puzzle piece by piece. Except I'm carrying a coffee cup, not a magnifying glass. And can we talk about this for a second? How did you not take a single photo at the accident scene? You post pictures of every meal on Instagram, but nothing from the crash. Come on, next time, help me help you. Snap more than just your avocado toast. And if you do take photos, leave the Instagram filters out of it. We need evidence, not art project. Thanks for joining me on this inside look at what really happens when you meet with a personal injury attorney. If you have questions or topics you would like me to cover in future episodes, drop them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And before you go, don't forget to hit subscribe and give this episode a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Remember, the journey to justice starts with that first conversation, and I'm here to walk it with you every step of the way. I am Greg Czubernat, and you can always find me at czubernatlaw.com.